do want a liquid sprayer at some time. Where is it?
I need you to see me do the scan.
Where is it? Crop protection, that's the one. This one here, I did a check. This is only 7 miles an hour. And all of these are only really 7 miles an hour. This one, I think, is a little bit dodgy because it will work at about 21 miles an hour, which seems to me a little high. This one, 15 miles an hour working speed. So I want one of those because it goes faster than this thing does. But for now, we're stuck with the Valtra T, and that's actually the sugar beet harvesting tyres. It's a twin narrow at the back. You can't get twin narrows at the front, and the spacing in there is so that you're going between the rows with the two rear wheels. And we are playing with crop destruction, obviously. I think as soon as this is finished, this row, I'll take over and we'll run around the field and see how we do. We are chomping through this stuff quite quickly though. Okay. And one rotation and see where we do.
They're saying go red. We were just so confident it's you, but it's really not. It's pink. It might be pink.
This is just a little bit too narrow, and it's the widest boom I can put on this. So
They have to watch me do scan.
it's as close as we're going to get. This is from the Converland DLC. The Valtra is actually from a Valtra mod pack, which originally came out on FS UK before they shut their doors and moved to a different website. And I haven't investigated their other website to see what's on there. But the Valtras themselves come with, as I understand it, more realistic setups and colours. So we're running with a metallic silver, which I very fetching. Unfortunately, you can't match front loader arms to the colour because they are special. There's sort of a red, orange, blue, green, yellow, and a metallic versions of each, which is really nice. Then this particular model comes with an engine smaller, or potentially smaller than the engine of the in-game Valtra T. The Valtra A has a couple of engine sizes bigger than the base game Valtra A.
I was just joking. Blue was like,
And I missed the corner. I'm not too worried about missing the corner, purely because, as I said, the yield is that much better. You don't have to be OCD farmer to do this in seasons. In fact, being OCD farmer in seasons is probably a bad plan.
it might be pink. Actually, I'm more obsessed with white.
Because you end up with crops not growing and not germinating and all stuff like that, and it just, you just get permanently frustrated if you're too OCD about it.
What if he kills me right now?
Okay.
I have.
So, I don't remember planting them in this direction, but obviously I did. I guess So I'm going to run up to the corner. Actually, we're not far. The other problem with this field is we are right on the edge of the map, and if I go too far to the left side of the field, I will hit the edge with the booms. So this field is very impractical when it comes to working it a lot of the time. It would be nicer if the edge of the map was at least the hedge line. So you can say, well, I'll stay out of the hedge, but it's actually somewhere between the hedge line and the field. So frequently you get caught out by where it is.
We have to watch movies. If they use trash, it's white. Yeah.
I might unload this, load it up with herbicide, and go and deal with some of the weeds on the other fields.
They actually do it. I don't like that. Oh yeah, they did do it.
Seasons takes a fair amount of planning. Even regular game does, but bottom line is you can only do one spray spread on a field per growth stage.
100% right.
So this field is done as far as spraying is concerned. I cannot come back here and spray herbicide until there's another stage of growth. However, that's the only thing I've got left to spray on this field. Herbicide is good for a harvest. So if I spray this field now, I will not get any weeds until after the harvest. And pretty much about 2 minutes after I've harvested a section of field, there will be weeds in it.
I think we should kick blue.
But the other fields I'm kind of risking if I spray herbicide because they've still got oilseed radish on. If I plough that in, potentially I could encourage more weeds, in which case spraying herbicide was pointless. But I do have 2 grass fields which probably benefit from it.
You was the imposter. Wow, I was
Don't know who that was.
Please.
Guess that bit needs to be done too. Yeah. Swing the boom around and we'll cover it faster.
Please. Say please don't bang them.
Okay.
No, you get mad at them. You were banned too. How? Oh my gosh. He isn't a true friend. He's rude. He isn't a true friend.
Twist that up. There we go.
See?
Okay, how does the field look now? So we've literally just got that bit there and then along the top we're kind of done.
Hey, what happened to my clothes?
Catch that bit on the end.
It says I'm wearing clothes. Oh, now it does.
I'll swing it around. I missed a tiny little bit there, but
Yeah, but
it is what it is.
But on my screen I do. I think your screen is broken.
Precision spraying, wonderful.
Why did he ban us though?
I don't know because
He's rude.
yeah, he's a true friend, right? He wanted me to practice him.
I thought he was a true friend. Until he started being mean.
He kicked you, and then I went to ban him, and then he banned you, and then of course he banned me.
Okay, so that's that spraying done. We don't have a lot of liquid fertilizer left up here.
2 people on electrical, 2 people on midway, so we're vented.
What?
1 person is in security.
Where are you?
Sometimes it's nice to have. It would be nice if we could turn off parts of the spraying boom.
I'm in security, yeah.
I think there is a mod that allows it, but then you have to mod all your sprayers to tell it how many boom sections it's got and how big they are. Okay, you take care, have fun, and you're welcome back next week if you're feeling like it. Actually, it's Thanksgiving this week, so I will be streaming Thursday morning about this time, and maybe Friday morning. Have a good day, have a good weekend, and I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. So we will take the, we'll unload the fertilizer from this,
I didn't see her.
and I think I may put herbicide in and go and spray the grass fields.
It doesn't. What happened to your game? Full screen. You're not full screen.
No.
No.
There.
I can't remember.
They're saying vote me. But I didn't even see anything. Yeah.
Don't recall which palette I want, so
No, skip. That's why you skip.
fertilizer, herbicide is the dark green, so I will load this up with the dark green stuff as best we can.
Hey, Red. Did you hear Mommy? Hey, Red.
Drop this in the end. So
Reactor. I want you to watch. Is that your kid?
Yes, he's all lonely, but you don't see him, but I see him. See,
You
look.
take care of your kid.
okay, so
Take care of it.
herbicide,
When he disappears.
and we'll do the 2 grass fields. If I can remember which button to push. There we
I
go.
bet it's like lunch or something.
And front tank is full. I'm guessing that's
Oh.
more than the back tank will take. There's about 1,500 in the in a pallet of barrels.
Yes.
Ah, that's actually Verlin's got a big tank, or big pair of tanks. So
See, look, it says on
the Spitfires.
See, look at, like, see, it says on where my hat that you're like, not. And it shows it.
So as I said, we've got 2 grass fields. I guess the benefit of grass fields is you can fertilise them, and the single level of fertilisation after cutting,
I bet it's
but they get weeds. And sort of mat grass, which this field over here is where the sheep live, this one here where the cows live. It doesn't get weeds because it's not a field, but you can't fertilise it, so it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Oops, wrong. That doesn't look like it's spraying. Okay, no big deal. We're going to stick this back in the shed.
It's not funny.
And I will put time speed up because we're kind of done
But I'm not.
for
I have a hat on.
the year. That is
These are just
all of our arable work done.
If you're hungry,
Well, you have to wait till lunch now.
okay. Mommy.
So right now, the farm is going into winter mode,
Yeah, I only need 2 weeks.
which basically involves feeding the sheep,
Roblox, I don't get Roblox.
Oh,
and selling crops as and when
I'm gonna see my
the price is right. I'm not going to bother going shopping for herbicide at this point.
I'm gonna go get a drink. Mommy said I'll make your lunch for me. Bye. When I see you naked.
Okay. So, hi doggy.
Me in a tractor with you.
I'm not in a tractor.
What?
I'm saying hi to the doggy
Why are you doing that?
because I tickle his belly, so he rolls over and goes hee hee hee. Okay, let's which one is it? Fast wind some time and get to
Who are
nightfall.
you talking to?
People. Same people you're talking to.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so where's part of this map? Try to get up the stairs.
Why you guys can't go up with here?
Okay, it is 5 o'clock. Oh,
I'll join you.
5 o'clock.
Get rid of Kitty.
6, 7, 8. So go to sleep till 8 o'clock in the morning. Maybe 9 o'clock in the morning, because really we've got nothing happening. Except feeding sheep, as I said. Winter has fallen. Animal care. Oh,
Why
that's
don't
right.
Piotr do that?
Because it does. Time for forestry and ploughing snow. Yeah, I don't plough snow.
No, it was the bone.
People are going up there. They were like actually complaining.
Oh. And yeah, I left the door open. So, early morning sunrise. Let's have a look at the field. So,
Why? Where's the doggy?
he's outside somewhere.
I have to get a big number.
Okay, so growth on these isn't going to go very far yet. There's that failure to germinate. There's a couple of purples there which are harvested, so those are failure to grow, which is a pain. But as I was saying earlier, it's not a huge deal. So, you know, it's a tiny part of a big field.
I think one of them has robots. One of them.
Okay, let's check the animals.
I'm sitting.
Animals will need to be fed probably nightfall to save on time. Probably don't have any contracts to do. Baling contracts, transport contracts, nothing I can do. Baling contracts in seasons are always wrapped. So I don't have a wrapper. Okay, what else do I want to do? Check the prices. Average prices of staff. Boop. Wheat is 2 days. Oats is 3 days.
I'm gonna make a TikTok.
We probably ought to look at what we've got. We have wheat. We have oats. Oh, we do have sunflowers, but sunflowers is way down. And then sugar beets. So wheat, oats and sugar beets. So wheat's going on day 3, oats are going on day 4. Sunflowers are not worth selling right now. Price climbs towards the end of the year and into spring. That's when we want to sell the sunflowers. Canola would be today if we had any. And then sugar beets, day 3 and day 4. So really we are playing fast wind the day, feed the dog, and don't go to sleep without feeding the animals.
No, you're supposed to do a dance too.
13,
Like that.
14.
Dots.
Okay. Time to feed the animals before
That dance. That one. No, not
it gets too dark.
It's the second or last one.
That's the water spigot.
The second one. Yeah, we're doing our dances. Yeah.
How much?
That's the flamingo people. They're like jump
I can't
bots,
jump over that.
and they need oil. The flamingo made a giant fade,
There we go.
and then now they're here. Just add everything.
Now what I could do is put a 3-point bale spike on the back of this tractor and just do everything in one go. But for right now, we'll just do the shoveling and then go back and get the Lindner for the bales. Not to crash into stuff.
Hey, look what I'm doing. I'm dancing around. It's a party, so.
Okay, let's see if we can get this bucket closer to the ground this time. Okay, let's shovel that grass.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I don't have to do this with the grass because the sheep are only producing wool during the spring, and so that's when production is affected. Sheep weight probably is affected too, but for right now, everything's good. Okay, so that's the, oops, trying not to drive on their dinner. Probably need to bring out an ice axe. What's the temperatures are quite mild, and we're in southern England. It's a fairly sheltered part of the country, so you don't get a lot of very cold temperatures. Temperatures get cold in general, but not specifically frigid cold. And snow is fairly rare. You're more likely to get snow in northern climes on the northern side of mountain ranges. So North Wales, you'll get a lot more snow than South Wales. Oops, I didn't turn the engine off. Scotland, you'll tend to get more snow than England. Northeast England, you'll tend to get more snow than everywhere else.
Get her. Push her. Get her. No, push the girls. Push her.
Chris, noise down. Did I still keep? Oh, I kept the weight on the back. Okay. So, again, grab some hay. I think. Yeah. I think we want about 3 bales. Now the question is the tractor going to cope with 3?
Look at him. Get her. Get her. Push her. Push her.
We'll have a go. Oops.
Chewing people on a free controller. Yes. Purple girl. Never mind. Good.
Lift. And stab. And I don't recall. Let's select the actual bale spike, I think. And go help.
I'm surfing, look. I'm surfing, dude. I'm surfing, dude. You think you're off of your, not her, because I think she's not asking her.
Oh, there we go. Stab the bales. And tip it back. And reverse. And oops. And watch the tractor balance on 2 wheels. Yay.
is it, Daddy? Come on, you're awake
I
now.
pushed them.
10.
It is sin.
I should probably be using a heavier weight for this. Whoa. Yeah, I really should have. So the plan is to get rid of this tractor and get the Linden 130 from the Alpine pack,
Oh, you just making it.
which should be a little bit more capable than this one, but still give us the usable. There we go. Give us the usable four-wheel steer, which is so handy, and the short wheelbase. I couldn't use the Rigi tracks here because they're too long. Or, yeah, in my mind they're too long. So how did we do there?
Oh!
Sheeps. Sheeps are fed and watered, and that's probably less than I don't know. Maybe they could have used 4 bales. What I don't want to do is leave a bale out on the ground, because if it snows tomorrow, then it will decay as much as it feeds them. You leave your hay indoors.
I fell!
So I might sell that weight. I do have a variable weight. I'm not sure what weight it's set at. That one there.
Just killed him.
You can take it into a workshop and add or remove plates so that
Get back up there.
it's
Wait, did she jump? No.
yeah, it's a little bit more versatile than the weight I have. Although, to be fair, once you've figured out what weight you want on a tractor, you generally don't need to alter
Let's
it.
find them. No. See, no.
Okay,
no.
so that's done.
They're coming up here.
I'll put some food in the dog bowl and
How I get out of this?
sleep again, because frankly,
Get into it.
like I said, we don't have a lot to do at winter except feed the animals. We can't do any field work.
We need. I told you not to move.
Oh, it's night time. Yes,
No,
we'll
it's
sleep for 16 hours.
I'm just resetting.
Whatever it is, we'll sleep till 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning.
I think we have to